Welcome everybody to Inside the Booth. I am your host, Dan the Law, and tonight we have a special guest, Ron from CG Artist. You know him as the guy from the review show. And
hi, everybody. No, sorry.
and since he was talking so much about the Flash, I asked him, "Hey, let's review the Flash together."
Yep.
And he decided to finish watching the movie and said, "Okay." So here we are.
So I finished it last night. Oh boy, it was painful. I'm going to start with the good. The cool thing that I found about it, besides Michael Keaton being in it, was the fact that. So spoilers. First of all,
yeah, very much spoilers.
Like I could spoil that.
Throw that. That's true, because they already did that. But let's just say, everybody, we have plenty of spoilers ahead. I'm sure we'll talk about it, and so if you are not familiar with Inside the Booth, we spoil a lot of movies, even if they're old movies, and you haven't seen that old movie yet. So.
Yep.
That's what we do here on Inside the Booth. Well, one of the things we do. So, well, before you start talking about that, I just want to say real quick that last Tuesday I reviewed Dune, and I'm not familiar with Dune. I'm not familiar with it, and I was not familiar with how the whole the fan base of Dune, and how passionate these people are, and they love Dune, and so I watched it for just a movie. It's like just a regular Joe Schmo watching a movie who doesn't know nothing about Dune, and obviously Star Wars the movie came out first, and so in the title it was partially clickbaity, but at the same time in the title, it's kind of a little bit how I felt at the same time, was that, Dune is just like a Star Wars movie. Obviously finding out that Dune was inspired George Lucas to make Tatooine. So, you can see the similarities. So, yeah, so I was like, I got a lot of heat for that. Like, I hope this is satire and clickbait. And then it was like, well, some of it kind of is, because that's why I did it on the title. But then at the same time, when you watch me talking about it in the middle of the video, you see me go, oh, well, let's see when Dune was made. And, I just kind of look it up on the spot. And then I was like, oh. So, yeah. But you know what? Like you said earlier before we went live, that sometimes negative interaction is still interaction, and
right.
It's kind of fun. So, so there we go.
It gets the conversation started, right?
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Your different opinions about different movies and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what we're doing here tonight. Different opinions about a movie. So I'm hoping that because of the title that I made on this one, I'm hoping that it gets a little on the clickbaity side, and people call me dumb. You're an idiot. So I said another MCU disaster.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean,
man,
was it bad? It was bad. Was it good? It had its moments, I guess.
Yeah, it had some moments, but wow. All
right, yeah, Ron, you go first. You talk about the plot and what you thought of some of that stuff.
Sure, the plot. What was the plot? I was so taken away by all the CG. Oh yeah,
the plot
Barry,
was CG.
was AKA the Flash. Yeah, he's gone through all these adventures and fights and stuff, and for some reason, this time he chose to get upset about his mom getting killed and his father being framed for it. So, the tantrum. That's what this movie's about.
Yeah, very much.
Listen, he throws a tantrum, runs extremely fast, so fast, in fact, that he somehow is able to go back in time.
Right, and I don't know what they did. This is part of cinematography, and I guess it's not really plot, but that whole let's get ready to run, and then he starts running, and then all of a sudden you see him slow motion running. That was just, I don't know, that was bad. that was
I wanted to enjoy this movie. Like when I first saw the trailer in the theater, and saw Michael Keaton and just all that was going on, I was like, wow, finally, aside from some of the Batmans and Superman, finally, I'm not going to mention any other. Well, the first Aquaman was, I enjoyed that one. I'm not going to see the second one. It just looks
that was
just as bad as anyway. So I thought, okay, maybe they're breaking away. Finally, you've got a hit. I mean, everything that was cool in the past, you kind of brought back. And to an extent, they did. There was a lot of cool moments in the movie, but it was shadowed by just too much CG. I mean, CG just for the sake of CG. I mean, there's scenes in it where they could have just filmed the actor doing the thing. And they felt the need to go CG. And even when he goes back in time and he's in that whatever, I tried to pay little attention and just was shaking my head, sorry, with my eyes closed. But when he's in that little realm where he can go and pick and choose the time zones or the time periods that he wants to go in, all the characters are CG, like all of them. And there's just no reason for it. I don't understand.
Was too much.
It was way too much. But I promised I'd start with the good first.
Okay, yeah, let's start with the good first.
So the good, Michael Keaton, he didn't phone in, usually when actors do so much and they get older, they kind of phone it in. He didn't. He, stepped up and played the part well. So there was that.
Yeah.
Ezra, is that his name?
Yeah, Ezra Miller.
The Flash guy. He played the parts well as well. A little annoying at first, but he played the parts well. What I really, really, really liked about the movie is when they were showing the worlds colliding, they paid homage to Christopher Reeves. They showed the first Batman, the first Superman. And I thought that was a really, really, really nice touch, even though it was CG, but still it was just really nice. And pardon the animal in the background, thinking that I'm here for her pleasure. That's why he was here. He didn't play with them.
That's right.
But anyway, I digress. The fact that they, showed those as alternate universes, I thought that was great. That was brilliant right there. And then right up to the end, where you think everything's back to normal. He didn't. He reversed everything, only to find out that it's still not exactly his universe, because George Clooney comes out as the Batman, and it's just funny. It's a funny. It's just a really good nod to all the films, I thought. Even the subtleties, like at one point he finds a bag with with laughter in it, and as you know, that's the Joker's, and it's just thought it was pretty cool that they threw these little things in there. I'm glad they didn't make yet another Batmobile. They got the one from that era. I thought that was cool.
Right, they got the original
from that era. It was weird. Why would you have a triple seats coming anyway? So then let's get to the bad, since I've started that. Wow. There's one scene where the Batwing is confronted with two of Zod's ships on either side.
Right.
And I can't think of why it would have this technology, but for some reason it shoots out these lines on both sides to grab both ships and kind of force them to slam into each other. At what point are you ever going to use that again? What is that for? Why did you? It's like the bat shark repellent all over again. Why do you have these things that are so convenient? Why?
Shark repellent.
It's just like that. You just happen to have this technology and this stuff. Now I get it. It's a comic book movie. I get that. I'm not expecting an Academy Award, performance and things to make much sense. But really, come on, man. Although you do have a girl flying around and a guy running fast enough to. Anyway, so I tried to take it for what it is, right? A comic book movie. Which most of them are pretty goofy anyway. Well, some are cool. Marvel.
JT says, Batman do what he do. Batman do what he do.
He does. Right. And they do what a lot of movies do where they didn't do it as much. But the guy is, he's getting older. He's slow. He's clumsy. And then all of a sudden, when he puts the suit on, he can do spectacular things. I need a suit like that. When I go and work in the garage, I would like to do spectacular things.
Yeah, of course. You need some gadgets,
I do have gadgets for that particular task. I mean, who knew I'd be cutting wood, and I just happen to have a saw. So,
right.
I guess maybe there's reality to that.
That's right.
Weird. I don't know. So many misses once again with that movie. It had the potential to really be something great, and I think honestly,
it did.
All the acting was fine. I just feel like the CG is what.
All right, so let's. Obviously, I didn't prepare you well, did I? So nope. Dan is Batman. Yes, I'm Batman. So I didn't prepare you well. We actually do talk about these things, and then we talk about what we do first. Talk about the plot. We give it a point, one each, and then,
okay, we're doing that.
And then and we have 5 categories, and then down the line we tally up the categories at the end and figure out if the movie deserves a 10 or a 5 or a 0 or whatever.
Okay. So I guess we're going back to plot then, right?
Yeah. We'll hit up the plot real quick and finish that up. You did talk about it a little bit. I'm with you with the plot. Hey y'all, putting the little one down. Yeah. Be right back. Okay, well, we'll be here. Love it. We'll be here. So you're right. In my opinion, the plot was a little mushy. Like, I don't know, what would you call it? Wishy-washy, not... Because there's no... Yes, you have the story of him wanting his mom back in his life. But at the same time, it's just like kind of goes all over the place in the middle of the movie. You're not really sure what's going on. Why did he have to go back and get Batman's help for getting his mom back alive? And then General Zod comes, and what was that for? I mean, I don't think they knew what they were writing, and so they just wanted to write it. I think they
tried to make it seem like it, based on the time period that he went back in, it just happened to be, during that whole Superman plot. So.
Right. And I think they're trying to do the whole Spider-Man thing too,
Spider-Verse.
Ooh, there. Oh, that's you, the Spider-Verse. Yeah, it's like, someone did it. Why try to copy it? Make something your own, I mean, the Flash TV show was very well received.
Yeah, it was
way better than the movie. I mean, this one movie. Obviously, I think the reason why they brought it out is because they're going to reboot the whole DC comic universe, anyways.
We'll see.
That's what they say. That's why Aquaman wasn't that good. But because they were just kind of like, all right, get it out. Let's start over. That's what they say.
Now they got the guy that did Guardians of the Galaxy doing it, so, or at least taking the helm on some of the movies. So there's that.
Right.
I mean, those did very well, and storytelling, comedy, everything's there, right?
Yeah.
You have all these characters. It kind of writes itself. You just have to make it compelling, right?
Right, exactly. And and I don't know. I don't know what DC was trying to do. I think they're trying to kind of mimic the MCU by trying to put comedy in it when DC really doesn't have much comedy. It's more just like serious stuff, So I don't know.
Of drama. And I think they should stick with the drama.
Yeah,
like a normal movie, and put little bits of comedy in there that just circumstance.
Right, exactly. So I don't give the plot a point. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, I agree.
What do you think? No point, since you did finish the movie.
I did finish.
That's an interesting story, by the way. You watched the first, what was it, the first 10 minutes, and you walked out, basically?
First 5 minutes, and was ready to walk out. I shut it off after the whole babies.
Yeah, that was a bad
that was
scene.
Real bad.
And it was the first scene that you see. That is what gets me, because, if it's the first scene you see, I mean, people in the theater probably just sat through it because they wanted to see Batman and stuff, and they were like, well, I guess I paid for it. I'm just going to sit through it.
See, I'm quick to just get up and be like, done.
Yep.
My money back, and I'm keeping this popcorn. And I want to refill right now.
All right. So now we're on to acting. You already talked about the acting a little bit. The actors were Ezra Miller as Barry Allen, Flash. You have Michael Keaton, Ben Affleck as Batman, Michael Keaton as Batman, George Clooney as Batman. I'm surprised they didn't have what's his name? The other Batman that they didn't show, like Christian Bale and Val Kilmer. I'm surprised they didn't show them.
Val Kilmer would have been well, I mean, they did CG stuff anyway. They could have did that, because that would have been a hard sell.
Yeah,
hard sell.
But they do CG, so the whole movie was basically CG.
Yeah, it was,
which was crazy. My brother says hi. Oh, what's up, brother? Does CG artists live in the Death Star?
I do.
Somebody's wondering. He does.
It's a true story.
Well, with that being said, everybody, down in the description below, I have Ron's YouTube channel handle. So you go check his YouTube channel out and watch him build that room he's sitting in now.
I haven't posted anything in a year, but I've got a lot of videos ready, queued up. So
nice.
Some stuff coming.
Sweet. Can't wait.
Yeah, last year was just kind of busy. Really, really busy. I allude to that in one of my videos as well. So apologies for those who were following me and were like, what the hell?
Right? So they threw in for the CG stuff, they threw in Nicolas Cage, Christopher Reeve.
Yeah, that's right. They did. That was a pleasant surprise too, because we all know the rumor, well, not rumor, what was supposed to happen, right?
Right, for
where Henry took the role. So it was funny they threw that in there, and cool to see. And it was exactly how I had imagined it would be when his name was first tossed around.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. They had Adam West.
Yeah, that was really, really cool.
Yeah. I mean, there's a huge list of people. And of, deceased people. So, yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
So,
I guess the grade on that, for me personally, that would be a 10. Acting, no one phoned it in. Everyone did do their acting part good.
Right.
Very well, So, I would say a 10 on the acting.
Yeah. So you give acting a point.
Oh, sorry. Yes.
Yeah. No, that's okay.
I'm new to this.
Yeah, that's learning. Okay. Just that's right.
A point, yes.
I don't know. I don't know if I liked it that well. I know they did their job. I'll give it a half a point. I'll give it the grueling half a point just because you know, they did okay, but it wasn't that great to me. So half a point for me.
Half a point.
Yep.
That's fair.
So now we go on to cinematography, the thing you hate the most in this movie. But before we do that, why don't we just, it's been 20 minutes, why don't we hit up a commercial break, everybody? Here we go.
What is this place? What is it that you do here? Merchandising. Merchandising, merchandising, where the real money from the movie is made.
Oh, it's beautiful.
And it is beautiful, everybody. Get yourself some merchandise. If you like what we do here, we have neck gaiters. Ron's favorite word.
That's my favorite word.
Neck gaiters. We have mugs, t-shirts, hoodies. Go ahead and check out the store, the shop page, insidetheboothtv.com/shop. Get something. Don't forget to also obviously subscribe to the channel, like the channel, and
want to ring the bell? All right. Ding, ding.
And ring that bell. Yes. So let's, if you like what we do. If you don't like what we do, and you don't like this clickbait, well, that's just too bad. Thanks for watching anyway.
Well, you got to hit the like button twice. Just do that. You'll be fine.
Yeah, there you go. Twice. 2 times. Phil TMNT, what's up? Says hi, Dan, and hi, CG Artist.
Hello.
All right. Yeah, so that's that. All right, let's get back into the cinematography. So it starts off very poorly, this cinematography. You have babies flying out a window, a dog just swimming in the air for some reason. Just
dog was the best actor, by the way.
You're absolutely right. The dog was the best actor. I think they went for remember when X-Men did that slow motion fast Quicksilver thing? I think that's what they were trying to copy.
There was something clever with that one. I don't know. It's just that people like that one, or maybe they like the actor more. I don't know what it was, but that worked. This didn't.
Yes, exactly. That worked, and this didn't. I don't know why it didn't. I don't know how it didn't.
It could have been just because it was first too. I mean, we really hadn't seen that except Matrix. Just not like this, though. You know,
right. Yeah, you're right. In X-Men, he was kind of moving normal while everything was going really slow. In this one, he's like going slow and everything's going slower. I don't know. It's just weird.
Yep.
I have no idea what I saw when I was watching it.
It's like when you take a picture and and they even have a commercial for this on a new phone, but someone sneezes or yawns or something when you snap the picture. It's that awkwardness that is the slow and even slower.
Right. And plus with the lightning bolts shooting everywhere. That makes
lightning bolt is the new J.J. Abrams lens flare.
Yeah. In this movie for sure.
Yep. Every movie should just have, for no reason, it should just have a lightning bolt. It just should.
That's it.
And sparks.
Yeah. Even if somebody was just saying hi.
Yeah.
Lightning bolt.
Just happen. Yeah.
So speaking of the lightning bolt thing, how how did you like the Emperor Palpatine lightning bolts out of the hands? I thought that was stupid.
What happened when I watched it? That's exactly what happened. As soon as I saw it, I'm like, what? What? Oh.
So we have another Star Wars movie.
Yeah.
Everybody loves Star Wars. Why not
like
throw Star Wars in everything?
Yeah, it's all right. Star Wars will do.
Yeah, that's right. All right. So, also, how did you like the multiverse spot that they're running, and then all of a sudden they stop running, and then they're there? Like, if they stop, right? But if they would stop running, wouldn't they just like end up at a place at a different time, and that was it? Right? I mean,
I don't know. I mean, they were encased in that bubble, and then there was, for some odd reason, there was an explosion. I don't know why. Just that's what happens when you go. That's what happens when I go back in time.
That's it.
Come out and change the world. I'm a little richer while the world suffers.
That's it. That's it. Phil says the CW Flash show did Flashpoint better than this film.
Yeah, I agree. And why not? Why do you have to reinvent the wheel when you had something that was working so well? Just use that.
Yeah, exactly.
Why do you have to change things? I don't know. I think I'm most. I'm not going to get into it.
No, go ahead. Do it.
I was going to say, I think I'm most upset because they had so much potential for this movie. So many elements were right, you know, and that's what we got. So
yeah.
Anyway,
that's what we got. So here's my question. So Barry Allen, Flash, he runs into other universes, and in the other universes, he's the same person except for everyone else.
Yeah.
Why is that? Why is Barry Allen the same person in George Clooney's universe, but George Clooney is a totally different Batman from the other two that he was in?
Yep.
That just doesn't make sense.
Well, they could have. I mean, they kind of alluded to it, kind of saying that, you know, when all the timelines they eventually converge to the same point, and then the one guy, the one bad guy that knocked him out of the whole time thing, said basically you're that point. So that could be, you know, it could be a play on words there, where that's why he's the same person throughout, because he's that convergence point, you know.
He's the guy.
Yeah.
He's the guy.
Or lazy writing.
That could be. Oh, that's
that guy.
That guy. This guy.
That guy.
That guy.
He's as confused as the rest of us.
Look at that face. Confusion. Confusion.
What am I here? What's that odor?
Look up. Look down. That guy. And it's funny how this is also the Flash, you know?
Yeah.
But he's the younger him.
He's the younger him that just would not give up. And
look what happened. Right, he kept trying because he wanted to keep Michael Keaton alive. I guess that's what it was, right?
I think it was more for his mom.
You think so?
And so each time he went back, he added a new piece to him because he got maimed in some sort of way.
Right, yeah, from the main bad guy there.
Yep. Hey, question, off topic, on topic. General Zod, there were some scenes, I don't know if they pulled it straight from Superman, but his lips didn't match up with what he was saying. I mean, that's messed up. Messed up right there, man. But it's like he was saying something, but it wasn't. He didn't say that. It was so weird.
Well,
I mean,
it could have been,
you did CG for everything else. Why not fix that?
Right. Well, it could have been like Force talking or mind talking from Dune. You know.
No. True mistake, and they were like, "I'm just ready to be done with this mess. Just leave it in there. Just leave it. Just leave it."
All right. I like what my brother says. When he was watching it, he was tripping out during the whole Speed Force scene.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think this is that type of movie. You got to do drugs to understand it. That's funny.
And maybe you'll start shaking and walk right through things, because I still don't understand that one.
Right, yeah. Oh, yeah. What was up with that? Like, just shake really fast.
I've tried it, and it does not work.
It
doesn't work. Although I will say, when he lost his powers and then tried to run and was running kind of in a goofy manner, I did laugh out loud on that one. That looked funny. That was funny.
The whole Flashpoint thing very screws history up. He fixes the timeline, but some things are different in this fixed timeline.
See? Okay. He said the plot correctly.
Yeah, sure.
And the whole reason for all of that was to save his mom. And to save both his parents, basically. Because his dad got pretty much, not really framed, but got blamed for the murder of his mom, which we still don't really know why this happened or any. I don't know. There was no justice or anything. I don't know.
Right.
Just came home and happened to you.
Yeah, you're dying. Why? You're stabbed. I didn't even see anybody come in and leave.
What is this?
Right.
Why not go back in time, wait outside for the guy, and beat the crap out of him? Done.
Right. Right, exactly. That was a strange thing.
It was strange. Tomatoes.
Yeah. So, in hindsight, how did you like the cinematography? The CGI,
that gets no points from me, man.
It was.
Way.
Whatever it was. No points.
No.
And no points for me because I did not like it. I mean, there probably was some, like, especially like the Batcave. There were some scenes I could have been like, oh, that's cool. But overall, it's so small. The good scenes are so small that you don't even remember them because the bad is it's just there. So, yeah, you're right. So I'm not going to give cinematography a point either. Mrs. Martin Muse, how you doing? Thank you for coming up and giving us a rose. Speaking of rose, tomorrow is Valentine's Day. Don't forget to buy your loved one something from inside the booth. Buy a t-shirt and give it to them.
Yep. Here, hon, here's a neck gator.
Here's a neck
Don't
gator.
worry about what it is. Just put that on.
Well, before we move on from CGI, how did you guys like Ben Affleck's CGI costume?
Thank God.
And Wonder Woman was in this movie for like 5 seconds.
She was. Yeah.
And it was like a horrible scene.
It wasn't CGI though. So there's that.
There's that. That's right. That's the only good thing about it. Yep. It wasn't CGI.
What's with playing her music every time she shows up? That's just
yeah. Oh, so you know it's her. You just got to know who it is. That's why.
Yeah, the outfit tells me nothing. Yeah. But when I hear the music, I'm like, oh,
that's her.
Up. I know who's coming now. They don't even give you a chance to guess. As soon as she shows up, the music's there. I want my theme song. That's the only reason why I'm questioning it. So I'm jealous.
Yeah, me too. How did you like Supergirl woman thing? I mean, yeah, you know.
I think she did all right. She was cool. Yeah. Out of all the super women I've seen, she probably, for me, was the best. I liked her.
Right. Okay, so like this costume had a lot of flack when they were filming it, and people were like, oh, did you see that? Like, you see where her abs are? I think that's where the hoist is to hold her up with the wires or something.
Or
because
She has really pointy abs.
That's right. That's right.
You know, you're gonna cut yourself.
Yeah, that's right. But in the movie, she doesn't have those pointy abs. It's like normal. And I think they enhanced her chest a little bit because I think they look a little bit, you know. There you go. See, those pointiness is not on her abs. So
you're right. It's on her chin.
That's it.
I mean, like, she might be CG in that scene.
She probably was.
Oh, by the way, the made up Batman Flash outfit that he puts on, that's funny. Now that was funny.
That was kind of funny.
Yeah,
you can see it in the back there.
That was funny.
Yeah, that was interesting. It was okay. I mean, I know,
look how goofy that looks, man. Come on.
Yeah, it does look goofy.
Everybody just take a moment to look how goofy that is. This just goofy. Goofy. What, did you put on extra pounds too? What happened?
Yeah, that's right. That's what I was going to say. He got a little thicker there as well.
Oh, and man, if we really want to get into it, is it necessary to spray paint it? Do you really have to? You have to do that?
Right, yeah. Why did he have to? I don't know.
Man, I'm not going to start with it. I'm not going to. Wow.
I do like this costume better, though, from Flash. It's the Justice League Flash costume.
I like that one.
Like, why couldn't they just stick with that?
No.
It looked cooler.
It did. It really did.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. Let me catch up with your comments here. I'll say this. I dig they paid respects to Nicolas Cage's Superman. Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, I did enjoy that. That was pretty cool.
Right. Thought it was weird that Batman did things in the daytime. Exactly. With Ben Affleck's Batman. Yeah.
Did you also notice that I thought he was against shooting, and at one point his bike has these machine guns that come out. Start shooting at someone.
Yeah.
Didn't think you did that. It's weird.
The Flash TV show on CW is 10 times better.
Yes.
It also made more sense up until about season 9.
That's when people were like, I'm just ready to be done with this.
Yeah, we're done with the movie.
I'm just done with it. I run out of ideas.
My brother has a point here. He says Supergirl movie was better. From what was that from? The 80s? The Supergirl
they had movies back then? No, sorry.
I don't know. Or it was early 90s, one of the two. I thought it was cool. Change for Supergirl to not have that iconic skirt that she wears.
Yeah. I think that's what I like about this costume more.
This costume was neat.
Skirt.
Yeah.
I think James Gunn is getting her back to the skirt, back to her roots. But I feel like it's in good hands with James Gunn, so we'll see.
The Bat Pod has non-lethal bullets. No, they were really lethal. You could tell when they were shooting.
Yeah, one of those would have hit. That guy ain't getting up, and it's a closed casket.
Yeah,
the guy that was on top of the Humvee.
Yep.
Yeah.
The Supergirl movie David is referring to came out in 1984. Oh, it was a 1980s movie then. A lot of things came out in 1984.
Yeah.
Speaking of 1984, next Tuesday I will be reviewing Dune 1984, the movie. Anyways, back.
Wait, have you watched that one or you watched the new one?
I watched the new one the first time.
You're going to watch the 84 version of it?
Yes. I hear it's terrible.
Wow, man. You are really devoted to your show because wow. Wow. Cool. Hey man, kudos to you.
Right.
So I
all right, bro. See you later.
I went to the theater on that one.
Did you?
So mom gave me a choice. It was Dune sci-fi, so I thought, of course. Or Johnny Dangerously was also at the theater. I didn't choose wisely. It's like, let's go see Dune. And I'm sitting there as a kid, like, what the? Sorry.
Bleepity bleep.
What is this? What's happening?
You must have been a fan of the books because.
What is this? Why is this happening?
That's fine.
Wow.
It was that bad.
I want to watch it, but I haven't watched it since. And I feel like there was a Dune TV series, wasn't there?
I have no idea.
It also bombed.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Wonder why. Interesting.
I think, you know what I think is, if you read the book, which I haven't, but seeing this newest movie and talking to people who have read the book, actually, I'm going to get the audio book on that. There's just a lot to digest and a lot going on. And like any true novel, you can explain what a person's frame of mind is, what they're thinking, what they're feeling at the time. It's just, it's hard to convey that on a, in a movie form. And sometimes things just get lost, or something's just so off the wall. You can't, you just, and of course, back in the 80s, there really wasn't any CG. So you had to just kind of, I don't know. That was a tough one to try to make.
I believe it.
Yeah.
Well, getting back on track here.
Yes.
My brother says goodbye. That was a little bit earlier, and he says he gives the movie a point for Michael Keaton's appearance in the movie, and for the Batwing being in it as well. Yeah.
So, and not getting destroyed in the first few minutes.
Yeah, so that's 1 point for the whole movie out of 10.
You still should have done the moon thing where the Batwing goes up in the air, gets perfect in front of the moon, and drops back down. Should have did that.
Yeah, they should have done that.
That never gets old.
No, it doesn't get old.
I thought that was the most clever thing I'd ever seen when that came out. Like, that's
that's it.
Yeah. So we are on score and music.
Yep.
It's kind of hard to mess that up. I mean, unless you just do like a drum beat or you don't put the right music. Oh wait, no.
Exactly. He didn't put the right music.
I had to think about it.
Go ahead.
I said that because there's a scene where the music is all wrong. All wrong. So that alone gives it no points. I mean, it was so out of place. You know what I'm talking about, right? It was just so out of place. Like, why are you playing that music? What the hell?
Exactly. No points for you.
Actually, you know what? I give it half a point because there was a lot of the original, or at least a revamped original Batman score in it, and it was nice to hear that music and associate it and have the visuals.
With Michael Keaton. Okay, half a point for that.
Yep.
You may have convinced me to give it a half a point. That's gonna be a hard one. I guess I can give it a half a point for that too, because that's basically the only reason I think anybody wanted to see this movie, to be honest.
Yeah. They knew what they were doing with the trailer. Like, if you don't do anything else, show him saying he's Batman, and you got them. They're in.
Yep, that's it.
They're willing to overlook the whole baby thing.
Yeah. And other things.
And other things. Wow, babies in microwaves. Anyway. Yep. Wow. They were all lined up at one point. Wow.
Yeah, that was the strangest thing ever.
Yep.
He's like, okay, I'll just throw everybody out the window because I know I can grab everybody, and it takes me an hour to grab them, but in reality, it takes only a minute. That's weird.
And I don't care who you are. You can't bust through glass like that. You can't do it. It cannot be done. It can't be done. I don't care what kind of superhero you are, unless you're a Superman or Supergirl with short hair.
Right.
Doing this, no matter how fast you are, doing this to the glass is not going to break it. That's not going to work. Unless you
break your
got
fingers.
major muscles in your fingers, man. I mean,
Right,
wow,
right.
that should have crumpled, and the movie's over. you're
How the Flash
done.
should have
It's
ended.
Yeah, it's done. There's no way you could do that.
That's right. You've seen those YouTube videos how it should have ended?
Oh my, those are fantastic. Those are great videos because they're so on point, man.
Yeah, they are.
There's a new guy. Well, I don't know if he's new, but it's what was it? There's another one that's like how it should be done, but it's
where they do script readings.
No, it's not script reading, but it's kind of like the when you're trying to post your idea to the person. It's like a sales pitch, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, those are fantastic because he just destroys the movies, man.
Right.
I'll send you some links to that.
Okay. I think I know who you're talking about, but send me a link just in case.
Yep. It's always about a minor inconvenience.
Yeah. That's Honest Trailers. Honest Trailers is a good one too. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that one's a good one too. I think you're talking about goodness, what is it? We're pitch meeting, right?
Yeah.
Where he's like, pitch meeting.
Yeah, those are funny.
Those are funny. Yes. Yeah. He's been out for a while now, but those are good. Yeah. But he's gotten better as he keeps doing them. So
I like that he's gone back to some movies and like redone them.
Right. He re-looks at them and stuff. Yeah, that's funny. Yep. Good stuff. Yeah, so last but not least, is the allegory to this movie. And an allegory is usually how we look at the movie in a whole and how we can pertain it into our life or our life as a Christian, So this movie, my brother sent me a text message the other day about what he thought the allegory was. And I thought his was good. And I told him I would read it to everybody here.
Okay.
So let me find it first. Because
you didn't memorize it?
I didn't memorize it, no.
You're looking for that. Another one you guys should look at is the critical drinker. Look up that guy too for movie critics. Or for critiques of movies. Fantastic. The critical drinker.
Okay, yes, the critical drinker. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I think I've heard of him. That's pretty good. You're absolutely right. Okay, so here it is. I'll just read the whole text. I don't think the whole text pertains to the allegory, but I'll just read it anyways. My brother says, the movie made me feel like I was in a dream with crappy CGI.
Yep.
I did grab what they were trying to say in the movie, and that was the suffering you go through in the past can help shape you to be a better version of yourself for the future. If you allow yourself to go through the pain and learn from it, which will cause you to grow and mature, very similar to what Jesus teaches us in his word. The difference is we don't have to go through it alone. So that's
well done. Yeah.
Yes. And I think my brother grabbed that pretty good because I didn't really have much. Because my brain was not focused on an allegory. It was more like I have to watch this and suffer, and this is kind of bad.
Yeah.
So with my brother's allegory, I will give it probably a half a point, only because I did not see one for myself. Like I get it, you don't want to go back in the past and try to change things because then it doesn't make you grow or something. And he tries to redeem it by going back to the future and taking that can of soup or whatever it was a can of soup, right? I don't remember. Tomatoes that his mother forgot in the first place, and he took it and decided to let's just live through this pain, without knowing what's funny is he doesn't know which universe he went back to destroy his self, I mean.
Yeah.
So which one was it, and then obviously George Clooney shows up, so it's like, okay, so it's not even his original one that exactly oops. So yeah, I'll give
you guys are all missing it. The message is write a damn list so you don't forget things when you go grocery shopping. It's that's
so that your husband can be home if someone wants to break into your house and kill you.
Exactly. If you wrote a list, this wouldn't have happened.
Yeah, exactly.
Moral of the story. You're welcome.
Here's another one. If you don't have everything, the time you want to make that thing, just make something else.
That's
and then
right.
Save the other thing for the next time you go grocery shopping.
Right. Think outside of the box. Add ice cream to it, and you got a meal.
Yeah, there you go.
You make a large portion. I don't know. Right. Been avoided.
Exactly.
Either that or the whole family would have been slaughtered. Ouch.
Right. Yeah. So, what would you give the allegory there, Mr. Ron?
You know what? Your brother's right. That was kind of the message that they were trying to convey, and in a CG sort of messed up way, they kind of conveyed it, and then tried pulling at the heartstrings with it too. So I'm going to give it half a point on that one.
All right.
Being generous.
Being generous, I see. Yeah, that's right.
Still think it's write a list so you don't forget stuff when you go grocery shopping. But
yes, that could help. That could help.
I feel like that was the message.
Yeah. Right. All right. So let me tally this up real quick.
Yeah.
And the numbers. Let me get my calculator out. Because there's so many numbers.
There was a lot of numbers there, man. There was a lot going on.
It was.
Got muddy.
So this full movie got the review from Inside the Booth. It got a 3 out of 10. Ooh. Oh wait, no, 3.5. Sorry,
3.5. Yeah,
3.5.
Give
out of
it
10.
Give it the half.
That's right. 3.5 out of 10.
Fitting. Yeah,
that's pretty good.
Yep. 3 thumbs.
Right. 3 thumbs up.
Right.
3.5
exactly.
thumbs up. But out of 10 thumbs though, not just 2.
A weird hand. On one hand. 10 thumbs.
CGI it.
Yeah, and they should. Just because.
Just because. That's funny.
In slow motion.
Yeah, in slow motion.
with lightning.
Yes.
Yep.
I'll have to do that. I'll have to try sometime to go like this, and you see all the thumbs, lightning and slow, and that would be great. All right. So that's that movie. The Flash.
Wow.
That's from Miller. The Flash. Is there a good picture of this Flash movie? I guess this one. The Flash.
See, when you look at that, it just makes you go, what is going on here?
Right.
I gotta see this movie.
Right. Yeah.
You wish, I feel like anytime you go chance a movie like this, you should bring a bucket with you just in case.
Just in case,
or at least one of those bags they give you on the plane, just in case, because you're probably going to need it.
That's true. Here's another good picture for advertisements. Right here.
Yeah, that's great. That is a very, very good poster.
Yeah, and this must have been like an earlier poster because it doesn't say The Flash. It says worlds collide. I mean that's kind of more fitting than the Flash. You know?
It is for the ending though. More not when you think about the movie as a whole.
I guess you're right.
It doesn't really happen. So they might have had a different plot altogether, but
right. Right.
kind of. But that's a good poster. That was really well done.
Yeah.
If the movie was even half good, I'd get that poster.
Right.
Not now.
Not today.
Nope.
The best picture of this whole thing is right here.
Yep.
Michael Keaton as Batman.
Yep.
No, I do notice though. You remember the first Michael Keaton Batman? Wasn't the bat symbol at the end of the tip there? Didn't that look a little different?
No, I think if anything, it was more of an oval than that one. That one seems to be a little bit more round. I feel like it was a wider,
right? Like a wider oval.
I could be wrong. I mean, that was back in the 90s.
It was.
Movies had just come out then, so.
That's right. They were just brand new.
Yeah, they were brand new experiences. Something new.
That's it. Oh, fun. Well, we got one. Phil says, well, he also probably updated the suit before he retired as Batman.
Could be.
Well, you're right. He
did have spray paint and stuff on hand.
That's right. So he could respray it just in case it looked bad.
Plus, I mean, he's a fellow maker. He's got like bins of Greeblies and things off to the side. He can make it.
Yeah, of course. He can make it all.
Yep.
That's why his belt has so many gadgets inside.
Bat shark repellent.
That's right. Bat shark repellent. And bad things that shoot off to the side to grab airplanes. I just
want to know, at what point would you use those again? What would you be shooting? What would you be doing with your plane as you do that? I just need to know that. I need to know.
It would make more sense if it was only like one thing that shot out to the side.
Yeah, and just like
maybe
you looked up and it accidentally did something it shouldn't have done and it wasn't designed to do, or you cleverly did it. But the fact that this was designed to shoot something on both sides, what would you be slinging the ship around a corner, left or right? Would you?
Right, yeah.
Would you be that cargo? What would you do?
That's true.
Falling down a cliff, like two arms trying to.
Right, yeah.
What are you doing? Why is that equipped like that? Why do you have 3 seats that come down? Why not an even 4? Did you think you knew you'd have only 2 passengers in the back?
Right. Yeah. Exactly. Just because you can't pick anybody else up.
No. I know there's 3 of you, and you all are equal, but I can only take 2.
Right. Exactly.
Walk.
Unless somebody wants to hang on one of the ropes that shoot out off to the side.
Yeah, one of the. That's
hang on to that.
Now I know. Pull more people.
That's right.
I just in any movie like this, I hate that, man. When stuff's just so convenient.
Right.
There's 2 of you. There's 2 people who are the same. Might as well just have 2 seats, just waiting for you.
Yeah, that's right.
And his seat turns around. Like, when are you going to have a conversation with someone at those G's? Yeah, what? You guys aren't cold?
No, right.
How can you talk to each other? I can't hear you. I'm on a commercial airliner. I can barely hear these people when they're talking. Excuse me, sir, do you want something to eat? What?
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Damn it.
I'm by the engine here. It's loud.
So to be let down while this thing is flying through so fast that it's got the whites coming from the tips and all, but you guys can have a full-on conversation.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm not gonna pick it apart. I'm sorry. Wow, I went there, didn't I? I went somewhere.
That's it, and that's okay.
Yep. Just remember, if you get shot in the leg, it's okay. You can still jump down, and roll around and all. You'll be fine.
Yeah, you'll be fine. I mean, why not? strange.
Yeah.
How did I get shot? I don't know. I thought I was the fastest. Phil says must have fought King Sharks too many times. That's why I had the shark repellent.
Ah.
Yeah,
I like that character. I feel like he needs more screen time, or is he? Can't remember if he died in Suicide Squad or not. Can't remember.
I did not watch that one.
That one was pleasantly. It was good. It wasn't great, but it was good.
Okay.
I expected something different, but it had its moments of being pretty funny.
Okay.
And then it sparked off the spinoff of Peacemaker, which is fantastic. Wow. There's a show that's just wrong. But
it's just wrong.
But so funny.
Right. Well, hey, did you hear about the new Deadpool movie coming out?
Yep.
All right.
During the Super Bowl, they showed a teaser, and of course, they were like the full trailers online now. So I was like, screw the Super Bowl. I want to see that. So.
Right.
Yeah, I couldn't wait to see that. Yeah, that looks. I'm gonna go see that. Oh,
yeah.
I really hope I'm not disappointed. It's gonna be hard to disappoint on that one. I mean, at least it's funny.
Right. And if it does get disappointing, then maybe the only reason would be maybe less swearing and less blood because it's Disney.
Yeah, I'm wondering how they're gonna do that because that's kind of what made it,
Yeah, the popular thing that it is. Yeah,
that's why I'm eager to see that, and I'm eager to see Daredevil now that it's on Disney because when it was on Netflix.
yeah, that was good.
Yeah, but this on Disney, I don't know.
Yeah, and did they put the Punisher on Disney too?
So the only way you can see those particular, from Netflix is you have to go into your Netflix settings and change it because I think by default it won't show you those things. You have to go and change the parental guidance setting. Then all of a sudden that stuff shows up. So if you guys are craving that and like, why didn't Disney bring it over? Oh, it's there. You have to change the setting.
Okay.
Yep. So go into your app, change your setting, and boom. The whole the Defenders, that all of those, the Jessica Jones, all of that stuff shows up at that point.
Oh, okay.
Unless by default it's turned off. I know mine was turned on for some reason, and someone had to tell me how to turn it on and see all these things, and I was like, there it all is.
Oh, nice.
Yep. So you get your Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, Punisher, Daredevil, and I think the Iron Fist is the other one.
Oh, nice. Sounds good. Cool. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll look for it. So that's it, guys. It's been an hour. We're done talking about The Flash.
Oh, no, we're not. Hour 2. No, I'm
2 hours. 2 hours in. Flash.
Right.
So yeah, that's it. I guess thanks for showing up, everybody. If you like what we do here at Inside the Booth, obviously leave comments, share this, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell, tell your friends about us. And then if you want to help us support us financially, like I said, go to the shop page on insidetheboothtv.com/shop. And you can also become a Patreon member for just $1 a month. So, and they got, apparently Patreon has that free thing too. You could be a free Patreon member, but you don't get all the special stuff. And I will be working on special stuff soon from now on. Because, some people deserve special things.
Yeah, like the Flash.
Yeah, that was special. Especially, someone must have been on mushrooms when they wrote that script, but
And they did most of it.
Right. That's it.
But then other people okayed it, so they must have shared. So.
Yeah, that's it.
Someone saw this and was like, okay, let's do it.
I like it.
Although to be honest, on paper, when you talk about how many of the original people would be in it, and it does sound pretty good.
It does. It does.
Pretty.
They didn't,
yeah.
I guess they didn't realize how it would turn out until after it was done.
Yeah.
I guess that's it.
Yep.
Well, thanks guys for being here. Come again. We'll see you all later.
Later.
Goodbye.
Bye. Flash.
Savior of the universe. I love it.